Thank you for enjoying your sweetest moments with me, Merging Timelines. Hey guys. Okay, so today is going to be a general weekly reading. We're doing Earth signs and we're on to Capricorns. So Capricorns, welcome, welcome. I'm Merging Timelines, Melanie. And we're going to see what's in your energy for this week. Now, keep in mind the messages will not resonate with everyone. They just can't. But my intention is to offer anyone who spends a little bit time on this video some truth or clarity to help them along their journey within this experience, okay? So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I am very approachable if you don't know. Please don't be shy. I mean, questions, I hopefully have an answer. Or if you just want to say, hey, how you doing? I appreciate that too, Capricorn, okay? Back in the day, you guys used to be my biggest supporters. So I know we still have that connection. I know it, like I know it, okay? All right, Capricorn, Sun, and Moon viewers, I really do appreciate you spending this time and space with me. Please, Spirit Guides, allow me to be a clear and open channel for their divine guidance. Let's show those Capricorns what they need to see, what they need to hear, what they need to know, what they need to feel. Capricorn, what's going on? Probably unwinding from the day as you listen to this, trying to get settled. Just said, what the heck? Let me see what Mel's talking about. Her old crazy ass on YouTube. Like, Mel, get your life. Let's see. Capricorn. Woo. Power in your energy. We got it. All right, one more shuffle. That was it, guys. And that one was it. So I'm cutting your deck right now. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck to get your overall energy. What is this weekly reading going to be about? Suppressed emotions. What a very comfortable topic for you guys. Huh? I'm kidding, okay? Look, it's a safe place around here. You can joke. So the Pisces full moon has really hit you guys hard. Me too. Like, trust me, me too. There's been some things that are brought to your attention that you just don't have the answers for. You're like, what the heck? Who the heck? Where the heck did this come from? Mel? And I'm like, I know. I understand. Hit you by surprise. Like you stepped out in the middle of the road, got hit by a bus. Like, what the heck? I want to live today, okay? So I feel like this topic is really taking your breath away, not necessarily in a good way. Because this is a subject that involves an open opportunity to express yourself. And you're like, where they do that at, Mel? It's something that we do in this experience, you know. It's like, it's one of the gifts, Capricorn. It's a gift. Could you believe that? The gift of expression, right? Like, it's a great thing. I know. I'll calm down in a minute. Sorry. Too much, Mel. Okay, so yes, it's the gift of expression, right? And our expression comes deepest from what we're emotionally connected to. And so as this Pisces full moon came into completion for us, we really have some things to talk about, okay? So you have opportunities are presenting themselves, right? Probably taking up a notch in your work life, in your home life. Changes are happening, okay? I mean, changes that would say, I'm making the right decisions right now. Where are these random emotions coming from? And what the hell do they have to do with today? You know? So let's talk about it. Your environment. A lot of people are just going through some changes. So you guys have the death card, right? And so the death card is literally Scorpio season, literally Scorpio energy. It talks about allowing things that don't really have energy going through them to settle, to die. You know, let me not try to find the nicest way to say it's death, okay? It means death. Dead to whatever's dead, okay? And it's funny I'm talking about this because you're like, okay, yeah, and some of those things that are dead, my emotions are tied to. So how do I get rid of them? You have to acknowledge them, right? So in this deep, deep energy of Scorpio, the deep divers, as I like to say, they feel through what bothers them. They don't put it off to the rest. I mean, like, they don't put it out of sight, out of mind. They literally feel through it and they endure it in the most graceful way. So, meaning that what is dead and gone is not necessarily truly gone, but has its ability for transformation. How do you choose to see this experience you have the hardest time allowing yourself to feel? How do you identify with it? What is it to you today is the biggest question, right? Is it your teacher? Is it your comfort? Does it make you feel at home in some way? You know, I'm getting to something, I promise, okay? And so here it goes. In your heart is going to be the Sagittarius energy of temperance. Now, between these two energies brings major movement within. Now, this is not so much around, as we've already discussed. You are making the moves around you. But how are you making these moves around you? You're making them because you're changing your fabric makeup within, right? And this is because you're taking time to transform yourself within the juggling movement of what you're passionate about and what you're emotionally connected to, what you're passionate about, what you're emotionally connected to. And so as you've used these two elements in different aspects of your life, it draws back attention to something that you have allowed to die, but necessarily needing to transform the way you're looking at it, okay? The way you're dealing with it today. So in your highest timeline is something that you're very defensive about, meaning that you're passionate about it enough to say, don't just talk about it anyway, okay? I may not be connected to it. I may not be invested in it. I may not have any relation to it, but I'm not going to let you just talk about it anyway. I'm not going to just make a move towards it any kind of way because for some reason I'm connected to it. I'm connected to the point where I just can't. I can't allow you to. Don't ask, don't tell. You know, it's all right. I get it. I get it. So you're standing in a doorway of opportunity, and you're looking like the man of the year or the woman of the year with all of this opportunity. But because these new doors are opening and it's still not closing the one behind you, you're stuck in a hard place. Need I say more? Let's just sit here for a minute in this very uncomfortable place. I'm not probing, I assure you. I am not trying to pull up old wounds of the past, or am I? I may be, let me just say I may be. But I'm getting to something here, Capricorn. I'm getting to something. What I'm getting to is to tell you that this nostalgia of your childhood memory that means very much to you, to the point where you could not be invested in it today. Not so whatsoever, right? Not even a penny invested in that bank over there. But it still means so much. Need I explain that currency, that money is not the only currency. It is the energy, right? And so the energy that you are suppressing is an investment, whether you realize it or not, okay? I know you felt me just for a minute. I'm home. I know you are with me. All right? So there's a lot of transformation going on. I feel like you're spending time around children. It kind of brings you back to who you used to be when you were young and free. And it's bringing a little magic to your life. And you're like, I kind of like this. I could get used to this, Mel. Such a sweet feeling. So your future, puts you up in your thoughts in a blind space. Now I'm overthinking. Great. Did you say nostalgia? Yep. Now I can't get out of my thoughts. How does this have anything to do with where I am at today, you say? I think it's a topic of discussion with the earth signs, because I just came out of Virgo and they were talking about the same kind of thing. You know, basically, how the hell can I be living within two different realities and trying to find the comparison between the two? Because the lesson is always in the experience. You know what I mean? The lesson is always there. No matter where you are within it, it's the same across the board, right? The same. So your advice is to talk to yourself about something that you have kind of sort of felt rejected to, or I feel like this is like coming out of avoided emotions more so, right? You rejected it in the past by avoiding it, by not revisiting that part of who you were. But in some aspect, it keeps coming back around, right? And because our experience is not very linear, right? It's not back, it's not forth like we think it is. It's past, present, future, yes, but they simultaneously exist, meaning they're going in a loophole. Yes, in different aspects of our life, but still bringing back attention to the childhood trauma, right? And this trauma I could be referring to as a good, happy place or a very uncomfortable place to be at for you. Either way, it does evoke transformation. It makes you evolve. It makes you transform. It is the very thing that says, hey, do better. Let's do better. If I can come to a sort of realization about where I am to get today, what would I have done if I was that little girl or if I was that little boy again? All right, so Capricorn, let's go ahead and get your angel message so we can close out this reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you gained some sort of clarity in moving to your highest timeline, because as you know, they all simultaneously exist for our expansion. They give us room to grow, you know? They evoke the room to grow. They give you inspiration. Thank you, Spirit. They give you inspiration. Was easier to say, but I needed the word. So thank you, Spirit. It says, I feel radiant with inspiration. What inspires you today, Capricorn? What is the very thing that you use to transform? That very experience in your life today that you can think back to and say, you know what? If I was that little boy or girl, I would do this. So it says, inspiration is like a shower of beauty and grace that uplifts our vibrations in daily living. It allows us to discover happiness and joy in all we do. This happiness, or this happens when we open our hearts and minds to the wonderful flow of spiritual energies that guide us and opens a way in our consciousness, right? So this card, I think, actually calls more for you to realize as you get stuck in this thoughts or the thoughts of the past or this past moment where you discover who and what made you happy and why, as you try to take inventory and figure out what does it have to do with moving forward, you're inspired by it in a strange way, in a very, very strange way. I think that you're going to figure this out very, very shortly, because this is what helps you move, okay? And maybe it's the page in the book that you really just had to say, okay, it's uncomfortable, but this is what I'm doing. And in order to expand, I do have to endure a little bit of discomfort, right? Because if you're comfortable, you're complacent, right? But either way, I'm really happy that you spent your time here with me. I hope that the message does something for you, you know, that it helps you, that it holds the little lamp to your individual journey, you know. And if you have any questions or comments, I'd really appreciate hearing from you. I really love you so, so very much. I'm grateful to you, Capricorn. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.